Streaming services like Netflix and Amazon Instant Video are disrupting the film and television industries by streaming original content directly to households across the world. People have been sitting on the couch to stream television shows and movies for years now. Netflix has always been around to provide you with decent viewing options, but the insane spike of original programming for streaming services are now starting to affect the box office. Sure, people will still leave the house to watch superheroes fight each other, and to see childhood classics be reimagined. And I'm sure people will still be showing up when Fast and Furious 18 comes out because they jumped the shark quite a few years ago and people are just going with it. But other than that, people feel like they can just stay home and watch that thing on Netflix that people have been talking about, instead of taking out a loan to go sit on a sticky leather seat that hasn't been cleaned since who knows when. On top of that, Netflix is treating that thing everyone is talking about like a movie now. It even had a Super Bowl commercial with a release date. You know what else had a Super Bowl commercial? A Cure for Wellness. Which is a good movie, but like I said, people are only leaving their house for shit like this now. So A Cure for Wellness only made $8 million. On top of having television series that keep paying customers glued to their seats, Netflix and Amazon are making huge moves as far as acquisitions are concerned. In January, Amazon Studios purchased the rights to Judd Apatow and Kumail Nanjiani's movie, The Big Sick, which was an audience and a critical favorite at the Sundance Film Festival. Amazon has plans to release this movie in theaters in the summer of 2017. So this acquisition doesn't necessarily hurt movie theaters, but it is sure coming at traditional studios that would normally purchase something like this at film festivals. So how are these streaming services able to overpower these traditional studio systems and keep people out of the theaters? It is simply because they demand more of your attention for less of your money. Going to the theater is no small expense. Unless you're me, you probably aren't going by yourself, so there's about $25 for 2 tickets. Then if you're lucky, you can share a popcorn for $8, then 2 soft drinks for like $63 or something like that. I don't know, but either way, you have to be ready to spend some money when you walk into the theater. By the time you're done, you've most likely almost spent what it costs to subscribe to Netflix or Amazon for an entire year. And you probably saw something terrible. Netflix will pretty much never waste your money, and they are grabbing your attention by invading your home thanks to the ability of streaming. I asked about 30 coworkers when was the last time they went to the movies, or what was the last movie that you saw? And almost every single person that I asked responded with Beauty and the Beast. Sure, that means they went to the movies recently, but like I said, it's only because a childhood classic was reimagined. Eventually, we are going to run out of shit to remake.
Endless trash!
I also received an overwhelming amount of 50 Shades Darker answers. And that movie came out about 3 months ago. So in the span of 3 months, people have only seen Beauty and the Beast and 50 Shades Darker. In these conversations that I had with coworkers, people also brought up the fact that they will not go to the movies unless they have the reclining seats.
Big old seats. Look how big these seats are.
Do you know why the theaters introduced the reclining seats? Because that is exactly how you watch movies when you are at home on Netflix. Theaters are now trying to recreate the experience that you have in your own house by trying to mimic the convenience that a streaming service provides. And if they aren't doing that, then they are taking it one step further by trying to give you something that Netflix cannot. AMC now has an app in which you can order food ahead of time, and one of their employees will deliver everything that you ordered to your seat when the trailers start. So here are the theaters trying to use new media to undermine Netflix's ability to stream. They are trying to demand more attention from you. The problem is they just really can't compete with the less of your money component. And they won't ever be able to, because they are the middlemen when it comes to content creators and viewers. They are simply a transaction fee in the form of a large screen. By developing a relationship in your home, streaming services like Netflix have put themselves in a position in which they don't even need to advertise their content. They are now just buying Super Bowl spots for fun. Almost every person I know watched Stranger Things, and it's only because other people were saying how amazing it was. There was not a single commercial for the first season. They don't need to jam their products down your throat, they already have your attention. And if you don't like what they're showing you, you can scroll down and pick something else. That is the advantage of utilizing advancements in new media. Streaming services are able to provide you constantly with reliable options, thus gaining your trust and the future ability to grab your attention for less of your money.